Hi, I'm Joanne Destefano. I'm a watercolor artist from Central New York. I also do mixed media, collage, monotypes. Growing up, having lost a mother at childbirth, it manifested in the form of anxieties and fears. As a young adult, I was on 3 and 4 tranquilizers a day, not really wanting to leave the house, and fears had debilitated and crippled me. I have no idea how it happened, but I went to an art class, hyperventilated all the way there. I stayed in that class, and painting became one of the catalysts to my being healed from fears and anxieties. I realized that the palette of my life that was darkened was now getting brighter with colors. I was wanting to paint with color, and that was a confirmation that I was on my road to recovery. In probably 1972, it was suggested that I start a watercolor class, and I loved it. I loved the freedom that watercolor gave. It became my specialty because of the spontaneity that watercolors afford. Little by little, I entered into shows, and I was awarded one-woman shows. I also went on the road, so to speak, packed up my car, and went probably all over New York State. One of the reasons I use collage, I tear supposedly unsuccessful paintings into pieces, and I use those pieces to turn into something beautiful. Another thing I do is the ugly art book. They're all irregular shapes of watercolors that I discarded, and I bind them together, and I leave some blank spaces in there for you to write your own little story. My postcards really sell well. So I recently did a card of my son's coffee company, and other businesses saw it and wanted me to do one of their business. Now I have maybe 20 in a series, and 10 are all local landmarks of Central New York area. People would see my work and say it looks like it represents life. They would say, I know your work. If I saw it in a gallery, I would know your work. And that was the best compliment. I think when an artist hears that, they feel they have like semi-arrived maybe. So we have incorporated various levels of comfort here. I have my armoire, my shed, and then I have my desk for writing and my drawing board. Every day I can say I don't do anything that I really don't want to do. But I'm surrounded by the things I love. I'm surrounded by my favorite pictures of my grandkids. I should put some current ones in there, but I love those. I think the primary reason to be an artist is to express who you are, and that you can turn anything into what you want it to be. You are the only one that can make up your mind about you. I've noticed that there's never any encouraging words for would-be artists. One thing I could say is paint something you love. Whether you're doing collage, whatever medium you're using, have it be something you love. Because if you have the enthusiasm for it, then it's going to show. Be encouraged to paint. It doesn't matter what it looks like. If you can notice a tree and look at the intricacies of a flower as if never before, then you are a successful artist.